Hi there. In this video, I'm going to run you through the basics of getting started in FunnelFlux. Now, if you haven't added a domain to your account already, you should pause the video and go ahead and do that. You can do that under Settings and Domains, and we have a dedicated document for this. You can click Help Documentation here to access that. You'll need to add a custom domain if you want to do any tracking or funnel setup within FunnelFlux, so go ahead and do that first. Now, let's move on to the Assets section. So here we have traffic sources, offers, offer sources, and landers. These are the four main things that you'll need to add to FunnelFlux in order to create funnels and run your marketing campaigns. Let's go through them one by one. Although I'll have dedicated videos later for offer sources and how to work with affiliate networks, and for actually dealing with landing pages, adding scripts to them, and how to work with them inside of funnels. Within traffic sources, you can click Create New to create a traffic source. We have a lot of templates here, so you can go ahead and pick yours if available. Otherwise, you can click Create a Custom Source to make a new one. So if I click on MGID, for example, you can see here it sets the traffic source name, an optional category which you can create or change if you'd like, a default cost per entry. This will often be blank if it's a traffic source like push or pops where you can pass direct click cost in the ad clicks. You can put a cost or bid related token here. But for many traffic sources, this simply isn't available. Now within traffic sources, you also set the tracking fields. So here is where you set the URL parameters that will be used to capture custom information from the traffic source. Campaign and external are two reserved fields that we have for passing campaign IDs, and the external click IDs used for post backtracking. Otherwise, other ones can be added here with whatever names and token values you'd like for passing dynamic data. You could also put some manual parameter and put something static like this if you want to manually replace these in the links that you generate later. There's no need to fill all of these out, just use whatever's provided or whatever you need to add. There's no reason to add things like country, city, device type, and so on, because these are automatically resolved by FunnelFlux. Lastly, within traffic sources, you can set the conversion tracking for passing conversions back to the traffic source. You can use postback URLs, the most typical type. You can also pick custom scenario to use integrations that we provide, for example, TikTok and Facebook. You can also change to different triggering events. If you're using our custom events, you could, for example, have conversions, send some postback URL, custom event 1, send another postback URL, and custom event 2, send a different postback URL. These are all independent. You don't have to pick just one. You're actually setting the conversion tracking settings for all of them separately. Okay, so for now, actually let's create a quick traffic source. Let's do add cache and just save this. When I save this, I'll then see it appear here in the traffic source list. Now let's go through to offer sources, which is kind of at the opposite end of traffic sources. These will be the affiliate networks you might use, which your offers come from. If you're a product owner or if an affiliate network is not really relevant, you can create your own offer source and name it however you please. These serve a few purposes. Firstly, if I click Create New and go to the templates here and I pick, say, Add Combo, you can see here that under data passing, it has settings for how to pass URL parameters to the offers that come from this offer source. So I'll get to this more in the offer sources video later, but this is so that you can template the way you pass data to your offers and make it very consistent and standard so that you don't make mistakes. Likewise, we have conversion tracking here, and this is really for just generating the postback URLs that you might want to use in these offer sources. I'm going to go ahead and add a test offer source here. Let's use, say, let's use AffiliX and save this. Lastly, we have landers and offers, which are just pages. Landers are typically pages that you own and control, which you host in some way. Generally, they always belong to you. Offers, on the other hand, might belong to you. They might be a checkout page, for example, or an opt-in page, but they often come from offer sources or affiliate networks. If the page is from a third party, like it's some affiliate link that you're redirecting to, it will almost certainly be an offer. But within the funnel builder and in FunnelFlux in general, both of these pages function similarly, and they can both convert, create events, create revenue, and so on. Here, I'm going to go ahead and create a test lander. I'll call this Google Lander. And here I'll put a URL of google.com. For the redirect type, I recommend keeping this to 307 or 301 as the default. This is the fastest redirect type and is standard. Don't use ultimate meta refresh on your own pages. This is only for when you're trying to mask referrer when you're sending people to some third party. So again, do not use this for your own pages. You can also configure data passing, but generally you're not going to need to do this for your own landers unless you have some script on the page that is going to be capturing data. You do not need to pass data to your landers in order for FunnelFlux to track everything and pass that data onward later. So I'll go ahead and save that Google Lander. And then I'll go to Offers. You can see we have some example pages here, which we'll get to in a moment and use in our funnel, but I'm going to add a new one as well. Let's add a offer. We'll call this Bing Offer. For the offer source, I'm going to use Affiliates, and for the URL, I'm going to use bing.com. Okay, and I'll save that. Now what I want to do is quickly stitch together a funnel and show you how that works. But I'll do that in another video just to make things a bit simpler and easier. So just to recap, I'll run you through the 4 different asset types that you have in FunnelFlux: traffic sources, offers, and landers. And I've shown you how you have templates for traffic sources and offer sources, and how you can quickly add landers and offer pages within our user interface. In the next video, I'll get to putting these together in a funnel and showing you how easy it is to create those.